been cheated. When you need help, she's on your side. Better call Behnken.
Television ads aimed at the elderly make reverse mortgages sound like a lifesaver, and for some they are. But this Largo woman says her parents' reverse mortgage turned into a nightmare for her. Instead of taking the home back after her parents died in 2009, the bank let it sit empty, and now they are suing her. So she decided she had better call Behnken. Investigative reporter Shannon Behnken joining us now with that story. So the bank is suing.
It is, believe it or not. And one of the reasons why you take out a reverse mortgage in the first place is so that the house is not a burden to your children when you die. So this woman was absolutely stunned when she was served with a lawsuit 6 years later, followed by nasty phone calls from lawyers.
That's Dad just before.
The death of her parents was tough on Sandra Pruitt.
Very good friends were my parents. We were very close.
And now, 6 years later, she's reliving that pain because of a reverse mortgage her parents had on their Largo home. The mortgage, the kind that pays an elderly homeowner a monthly payment until they die, was supposed to make things easier on their children. Her father told her the house she grew up in would just go back to the bank.
Everything's taken care of. You kids won't have to deal with anything.
But for some reason, Bank of America failed to take back the home and let it sit empty while the value slowly dropped. And now there's a foreclosure with Prue's name all over it.
My name was nowhere anywhere. Since when does the state of Florida say it's yours when your parents die? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Letters and nasty phone calls from lawyers has Prue terrified about her credit.
This company who keeps sending me letters keeps giving me the runaround.
She turned to 8 on Your Side, and I took her questions to attorney Matt Winder.
This is not necessarily the problem of the children of the deceased. This is another example of the banks not doing their job efficiently and effectively.
It took Winder just minutes to sift through the paperwork and see that the bank should have taken ownership of the home and sold it years ago, even giving Prue a piece of the profit.
And I suspect that because the children didn't read these documents, they didn't understand what their rights are.
But now that the home has lost so much in value, Prue likely won't see a dime. But there is good news. She also won't have to pay a thing for the bank's mistake.
This should not happen to anybody.
I went through the court file, and this house was already foreclosed on last month. It is set for auction later this month.
So if there was any equity, that's long gone as it sat there and wasted away. But the good news is she can just walk away. She can just go now.
She can just walk away, but these lawyers, they've been trying to scare her, making it sound like she has to pay money. But yep, pretty soon this will all be over for her. But this is a reminder to all of us that we need to have a good idea of what our parents have planned financially so that this doesn't happen to you.
And that's hard to do sometimes. Because parents, I mean, you know, at some point we all have to deal with that, and there's a lot of privacy issues. Parents don't like to talk sometimes. Good luck with that. Thank you, Shannon. And if you've had trouble getting answers on your own, you can call Behnken. Better call Behnken. That telephone number, 1-855-BEHNKEN. Again, that's 1-855-234-6536.